All right. Wow. It looks like so yeah, where we are right now is, let me go back. So we went into let me see what time it is. 3:20. Okay. So we went into Sense, right? And then for Sense, we ended up um going and checking all the things that we're going to do. And so like I was saying, today we're gonna hack into one of the boxes on Hack the Box, and it's going to be explaining how we can create a reverse payload um, to like bypass a network via using a graph. And so the biggest thing that I always do is first I check the box. I see how easy it is. So let's go back and show you real quick. So I'm trying to get all the easy ones out the way. I ain't gonna lie, it is what it is. But let's start off easy before we start doing the mediums and hards. I tried to do a medium, what, a couple of days ago, and I did an Nmap scan, and it had 15 ports open, and I'm like, no, there's just no way. There's no way I'm gonna do that. So anyway, uh, so we ended up, so we went into there. Now we're here, and we went to adventure mode. So we seen what's going on. Now we're in here, and I was explaining how to use Python, since we were using Python yesterday um, for that cool thing. This pretty much shows what am I trying to say. So this pretty much I'm just showing you how to use it in a real life environment instead of the video game that we were making yesterday or whatever or whatnot. So I made a folder called scanner.py, and then I made a folder named Python, and then inside of it I made a file called scanner.py over to VS Code, and then I print. I'm just showing you, here's the file I made. It was already ready in VS Code waiting for you. So um, so here we are now. So I just printed something to the terminal, and as you can see, it shows my name, Canary, and then it shows that we are inside Python scan.py, and then this was called I love you. So that's what I printed. Like I said yesterday, I explained how to do all of that. So here we are. Um, Let me see something real quick. Okay, then the next thing I wanted to show you before we move forward and like actually crack the box is um you can call that file anytime you want. So see Python 3, and then what is the name of the file? Scan.py, and boom. Um you see how we were able to actually call it. So that is huge. So obviously that's just a print. We just printed a text. But eventually when we start to make our own tools, we can call it whatever we want. And like I was saying before I realized that my mic was muted, um, what I was saying was pretty much when you make these tools, you can make them on your own environment and you can use them over and over and over. But my crazy self, I'm going to make them on Hack the Box and Try Hack Me, which will force me to make it over and over and over. But anyway, we're going to start enumerating this box. So let's get on with it. I just wanted to show you the VS Code aspect of it, and depending on how we get it done, we I might make a tool later on. But let's get down to business. So first thing we're gonna do is get an nmap scan. Well, first thing we're gonna do is get a ping. But sometimes these boxes don't even be up and it say all of this and somebody could be on with you. Well, I'm by myself, you can see right here, but sometimes if there's 4 or 5 people, they can reset the box and you'll just be on something that doesn't work. So the command is ping, the option is C, and then the argument is the name of the, so it's gonna give us 3 pings. We got 0 packet loss, which is always a good thing, and it was sent and received. So we're on, all aboard. Then I'm gonna do my normal, let's see, boom. This is what I like to do. And then if I like to save it, I like to just do it the normal Linux way, which is that. And then we can save this to, we can call this nmap.txt. But you can save it through nmap as well with the on argument. So while that is happening, um, the next thing I want to do is this one. This right here is really important. You're going to be doing this for a lot. This is throwing your name onto the Etsy host. So that's done over there, but I'm gonna go back real quick. Boom. And this time we're not gonna save it. All right, we're gonna get the actual scan. I already know to to do a Go Buster. No, before I do Go Buster, I'm gonna add my name to the Etsy host just in case. So sometimes you go to a website. Let me do that first. See, we already see that 80 is up, so that lets us know HTTP is up, gives us the version, and then we know 443 is up, that's HTTPS. So this is all website. Out of everything that is up, it's all website. So that's pretty important to know. Let me see real quick. Give me a hot second. All right. Anyway, so the next thing that we're gonna do automatically is we're gonna check the website. It only makes sense, right? To check the website. Oops. What did I save? I don't know what I saved. Um, let's get the IP. Did someone just steal my password? I'm supposed to put this in. I don't know. We get it, it's not secure. Let's try to put it in through HTTP. Well, anyway, so we're not able to get in. So what that means is we need to throw our name on the Etsy host. So in order to do that, we need to change our privileges. Super doer, super user, sudo su, and then now we're root. And then after that, we're gonna go to we're gonna create a text file, which I use Vim, and I kind of showed you how to use Vim in the Linux one. So we use Vim, and then we're gonna go to Etsy host, and then we're gonna add ourselves. So this is the actual, local host and all the stuff, but we're gonna add ourselves over to the file. So you'll be doing this a lot, like almost every single box once you start to, and then it's usually going to be named since and then .htb. That's how they want us to call the name of all the websites. It's just the name of the box .htb. Hack the box. So since I don't even know if I have to do that for this one, but I just do it for all of them anyway. So boom, there we go. Get on out of there. Save that up. All right. So then let's see if that changes. Sometimes, oh, I don't need to open another one. Sometimes that'll change things. No. So then the next part of enumeration is to do a go buster, or uh it told us to do, it wants us to do a however you say this. Fluff. I call it fluff. It wants us to do a fluff. So I'm gonna do a go buster, then a fluff. I don't care. Um so go buster, and then what is it usually, U for the URL, and then I put the full URL in, http slash slash. Make sure I got that right, because I know there's usually a colon, https s colon, and then all right. Let's see. And then dash W, which is short for word list. And you'll see these word lists over and over. If you're a beginner, get used to looking at these word lists. This is like, you're gonna be seeing this all the time. You see this with Go Buster, Fluff. I'm calling it Fluff once again. You'll see it with um, Jack the Ripper, Hydra. That's a bunch of tools already I'm naming that you'll see this with. So it's just wanting to know, where is it in the file that you add, that you hide your, or have your password list, your word list. So when it's trying to brute force or crack a password, all this stuff is in here. So we're gonna use common, but I'm gonna show you something before we even go in real quick. So double tap, and you have all these different lists. There's big, common. Even if I went back and changed this right here from derb to directory, so let's do it. Let's just do it. Forget it. Let's see, direct. Hold on, let's see what happens. Slash. Oh, or if I was to change it to Derb Buster, see they have one for Metasploit. This is Jack the Ripper. Fuzzing is for that fluff one. SQL, rocku.txt. I'm pretty sure you've heard of that. Super popular list. But anyway, we're gonna do something small. It's not that serious. So, boom. Let me clear this up real quick. What? Oh, I'm missing one thing. So at the beginning, I gotta add directory to let it know that it's working on a directory, which is just another word for folder. So let's see. All right. So let's do the same thing with fluff. Let's see what somebody else did. Let's see. They used a bigger list. So let's see what list they used. All right, looks like there's some results, so that's good. And this is better than like going on here and like trying to find all the different directories on your own. Like I can guess one already. Oops. Without even looking at this, because you you know, most websites have the same directories. It's just, is the directory open or not is the big thing. Oops. Did I do that? All right, let's see. let's see. Like for instance, one is index.php. I wonder why it's saying this. Like, did someone personally hack that or something, or is that normal? All right, let's look at the results. So while we're waiting for that to work, oh my gosh, that's a big wait. Um, we have 44380. So let me go back and check and see if there's anything behind all this. Nope. I don't know why it's doing this. Hmm. They're talking about something about a certificate isn't filled with any information. So how do you look at a certificate? That's what I want to know. Hmm. Yeah, this is going to be one of those long ones. Let me open up another. I think I want to wait 20 years for them to find a few directories. Yeah, let me close that other one down. Sorry, 20%. That's what I like to see, baby. Looks like we have a few 200s already. Index.html, index.php. See, I was close um, when I was guessing. And then this right here, whatever that is, never seen that, but it's a .php extension. So let's add that to the end. Oh, I think I pressed something. Oh, this is what they meant by the certificate. So I found out something pretty crazy today playing around. Um, I found out that certain encryption keys that are really weak, maybe like a SHA-1, like this one right here, I can just throw that into ChatGPT and it'll find it out for me. So I don't have to like have some special tool for at least the smaller ones. So I like that. Let me see. Let me check something out real quick. I'm a little frustrated on why I can't find the. According to a lot of the walkthroughs, the website should just pop up anyway, no matter what. Oh, so there we go. I had to do that. So let's. Oh, it happens. I had to just go down. So I don't know if you've seen what just happened, but if you're watching, just know that you had to go to the certificate and accept the risk. Because I was, to be honest, I thought it was actually being hacked already. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to touch it. But yeah, so you gotta go on, and then boom, here we go. So now that we're actually on the site, now that we actually get to see something, first thing I'm gonna do is see if we can find some hidden stuff in the HTML. So far nothing. Just see a title that says logged in. We see a function. I was kind of showing you guys functions yesterday with Python, and I was showing you how they might look for JavaScript. So there you go, right there. Um, there's an if-else statement. If this doesn't happen, variables. I was talking about that yesterday. So cool to kind of see what it looks like from another language. There's some messages over here. So far, it looks like there's nothing important, just website stuff. Enter username and password to log in so we can tell exactly where that's at. That's right here. Oh, it's actually right here. Enter username and password to log in. That's exactly where that's at. All right, looks like there's nothing. All right, let's close that down. All right, so what we do see is this is a PF Sense. Um, this is a PF Sense ordeal. So usually when you see certain things, you want to say you want to try to see if there's default credentials. There we go. Default credentials. So they say if people don't change it, if the admin doesn't change it, the username is admin and PF Sense. We don't need to get all deep into it. We're just gonna try that one out real quick. And that's good to do for every website. So let's go for it. Admin PF Sense. Didn't work. All right. Um, so the next thing we want to do is we want to try to so we want to check all those other we want to check all those. So we want to try first we'll try this one and then we'll try index.php is probably usually more important, but we're just checking it for fun. Let's oh, we're already at index.php, so let's see what happens when we check anything else. Oh, look at that. We get something. I don't know. Let's check behind the code. Begin installation. Hold on, we ain't installing nothing yet, my friend. All right, let's see. Nothing in here. Begin installation. So we'll just keep this in mind for now. Because that's probably the way we have to enter the payload or whatever or whatnot. Let's see. What else are we're gonna check this weird one out. I ain't never seen this before. So okay. It's the same thing. So it's just printing out the XML. If you notice, XML looks just like HTML. It's just this is really pretty. But anyway, so nothing there. Fault code with an integer of 105. That's good to know. Invalid document end at line 1. Might be absolutely nothing important, but it's a good thing to kind of think about. So let's go back and there's a bunch of 301s, which means they were redirected somewhere. Let's see if there's any of these that are important. That looks pretty cool. Maybe themes or tree. Let's see what they say. According to what someone else has said, there's a better Dirtbuster out there because there's more information that I need to grab. So, whoa. I've never used Dirtbuster with an actual GUI. That's cool. Number of threads that they use. Let's see what they use because I just don't be liking it to take forever. 21. We'll use 21. And then, oh, this is cool. Let's see. So I can actually go into files to change this instead of. I like using the terminal though. And it's running. Oh, this is different. You learn something new every day. Well, while we wait, I wanted to mention. I think it's a journey. Streaming, like there's so many things that you have to worry about, and it's just crazy because like the first 4 minutes I had the mic off. I had it muted, so I did a whole intro. But it is what it is. I'm gonna just keep on trucking. That's the only thing you can do. That's another thing I do like about streams though. You can be like more authentic, raw instead of like super professional YouTube-y, you know what I mean. Looks like some good stuff is popping up, but this also looks like this can take a century, but I'll be patient and wait this time. Let's see, does it at least have a hold on, is that hours? No? Or is that minutes? If it's 2 hours, we don't got two hours. I'm unaware. But the moral of the story is there's a lot more extra directories out there, and I did a baby scan. So common text is so small. Yeah, it's quick, but it doesn't get all of the directories that are possibly out there. And so, yeah, it kind of sucks that there's I completely missed what I was supposed to miss. I mean, what I was supposed to find. So, yeah, I think this is hours. Yeah, they tripping. Let's see what we got so far. Oh, look at that. Change log.txt. We got system.php graph, and this is about a graph. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We got some way better good stuff. Okay, so let's start off with the. Let's see what edit is. I don't think it might be important, but let's do what we supposed to be doing. Checking every single thing we can until we find it. Because eventually I want to evolve into becoming a bug bounty hunter. And I know like these are some of the steps. Okay, so this is this right here. Bug bounty, you don't have a walkthrough or you don't have any help. You just got to keep checking stuff until you find something messed up. So I'm trying to condition myself into building this habit so I can eventually be a future bug bounty hunter. I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to do that as well because that there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of experience to. Okay, let's see. License. Okay. Took me to the same exact spot. That's weird. All right, so we'll keep on going down the line then. Hmm. 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 So we are going to continue. Oh. Oh, so you know what? Let me go back to that real quick. I'm trying to get into the habit of going to accessories, going down to text editor, and then adding the important stuff after I dark mode this because this is too much for my eyes. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're going to save all this. That way we don't have to come back to this anymore. I'm going to need you to paste. Come on. Come on now. All right, there we go. So now we'll just, I could have left that running while I was doing all this, but let's see. Okay. So the next thing I would do normally, you see my other attack surfaces, is I'm gonna search exploit stuff. Let's see what all search exploit gives us. What? No. What are you doing? All right. Let's see. All right. Looks like we have a lot of stuff going on. So what version was this? I mean, this was 1 point. but I don't know if this is PF Sense or whatever. This is the name of the server. Mm, let's just keep looking real quick. Let's see what all we have. So I know this has something to do with a graph. So let's just try to see if we can find something that says graph real quick. Another way to, oh, here's the graph one right here. Boom. Another way to make sure that we're good is go to exploit database, put in PF Sense. Let's see what the graph one says real quick. So the graph one should say something like, okay, so there's two graphs. This one says status graph.php, a hardware remote, and then this one is a beta. I don't like the sound of beta. We want something that's gonna work, but that could be it. So let's try to get these side by side real quick. Hmm. So far, I don't see anything that's like in green. That, oh, right here. Boom. There we go. Y'all see that? Graph.php multi cross and it's green. So which one is that? Graph.php multi cross scripting. It's one of these two. Oh, I think it's this one. I think it is the beta one. So I'm just gonna copy both of these and put them into add them to the handy notebook, and then we'll just keep moving from there. Come on, man. Oh, come on, yeah. All right, let's see. Uh, I think I need to get this side too and get everything I can because I usually go back to this like 17 times, like I'm at a gas station getting ready to pump my gas, and I do that all the time. Like, which pump am I? Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, we got everything we need. Let's put the pipe down and let's get on out of here. And see if we can find something in Metasploit. Oh, that's so cute. Let me see. I gotta look at that. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're going to use. Oh, after I press Q to get out of that. Okay, use. And then let's see what happens when I. Let me see if I can put PF Sense from here. I don't know. I'm gonna check real quick, and I honestly don't even really care. Uh, but like which one, if it matches and all that cute stuff. But only thing I do care about is there's a graph one right here and it says excellent. So normally for me, that's where I'm going. Um, Oops, no. Save all of that. Go back. Can I go back? I need my notes. I need my notes. Let's see what happened. Okay, cool. Back. All right, let's see. Um, so it looks like we're gonna be using three. Let me see what other people's was doing real quick. 2.13. Let me see. This is what they exactly said. So I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I don't see that one up there. So let's, it's still excellent. Oh, that is one of them. Okay, yep, that sure was. That was the one we was about to choose. So just making sure. All right, let's clear the screen up. And let's see what we need. Show options. Let me see, because let me check something real quick. All right, here we go. So it's this one. And then let me check something. Mm-mm. System dash users dot txt. So anything on here, let's see, let's try this one. And the reason why I'm trying this is because it's saying that eventually whatever payload I use, I'm gonna need a password. No. So let me check all these pages before I go for, I'm trying to rush to use the Metasploit. I don't know why this isn't copying. So let's see. Let's just put changelog.txt. Changelog.txt. Look at that. Look at here. We got a little bit of something going on. Let's see. Security change log. And logs is just something that like defense people check all day. There was an update, or there was a failure update in the firewall. Manual patching is therefore required. 2 of the 3 vulnerabilities have been patched, which lets you know there's one out there ready to be exploited. The remaining patches will be installed during the next maintenance window, which means we got plenty of time to get on in there. So yeah, let's look at a few of these real quick because it looks like there's information just waiting for us. Let's try graph.php. Takes us here. It's like most things are directed here. Help. .php. All right, looks like they're all just going to redirect us here. So let's try this one. It says system. It looks like I tried it already, but let's try it again. System dash users dot txt. Oh, okay, there we go. Fine. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face. Like you just can't deny it. All right, that's old school for some of y'all. Probably never heard that. Username. We're gonna throw that into the handy notes. Obviously, that's like the best piece of information we can get. So somebody created a ticket and oh yeah, yeah, man. Go get it. And the fact that you're going for I think that is more than amazing. The tricky thing with me is there's not too many colleges that have degrees on it, or because there's not, it's so new. People are still trying to figure out how to create a teaching path. But I've heard a story of a guy who's an AI general or whatever they call it, like like how for cybersecurity you have a CISO, so a chief information security officer, or for finance CFO, chief financial officer. Well, he's the AI of that, and he's making like 300 plus a year. I'm like, dang. I'm barely just now trying to get used to talking to Chat GPT. Now she's my baby. At first I was like, man, I don't like you, Chat GPT, but I started learning how to save things in your memory so you don't have to ask it again. And it like, like for my page or whatever, I could say, hey, I want to talk about this. And it'd be like, based off of your page, you should say this and that. And you live at this place, and this is your social security number. I'm like, dang, Chat GPT, you know me well, baby. Yeah, yep. I don't know, but there's about to be a bunch of titles coming out in the next like 4 years or less. And if you're getting in there now, man, we need to be friends because 2 years from now you're gonna be making 400K somewhere, and I'm gonna need your help. But anyway, so let's see. Uh, we got the credentials, and let's see what else. Oh, so now we can go log in, right? So let's use any of those thousands of websites to go log in. Um, excuse me. See, any of them websites to get us into the. All right. So then their name was Rohit. That can't be a real name. And then let's see, company defaults. And what was the company defaults? I didn't say that. It's lacking, bro. So PF Sense default credentials. PF Sense is the password. Maybe I should save this because, like I said, my memory is so short term. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so PF since 123. I didn't put in the 123 last time. Let's try admin PF since 123. I just put it in PF since. What? They lying to us now because it says company defaults. Oh, the company is different though. Default password on a router is PF since at the login. Okay. So Rohit, capital RHIT, then PF since. No 123. Y'all lying. Let's see. So we're just gonna copy and paste that part. And then we're gonna put and then we're gonna put PF since. Okay. Yay! What all languages do you know, Captain? Looks like we can see the processor or CPU type. This, if you see this and this makes no sense to you, you do need to go learn a little bit of A plus. Um, just learn the computer inside out, um, or like at least the CPU. I've already taught a lot about the networking side, so should know what a DNS is. Let's see, and then we see the version 2.1.3, so that's how we got that. And then we see that, um, yeah, 10, 10, 10, 60. Is that the same? Yeah, making sure. Okay, so we looking good. We are looking good, baby. Many of the endpoints of the web GUI are not actually implemented. There's nothing in the interfaces, firewalls. So it says at least check out. Normally, what you would do anyway is just press every button. Oh, I didn't even see these up here, so that's logged out. Why is it whited out like that? That's annoying. All right, let's see. So looks like there's something in status. Let's click on dashboard. That's probably the dashboard already. Let's see, IPSec. Nothing going on here. So if we were actually bug bountying, this is what we would be doing. We'd be checking every little thing. We would have Burp Suite up too, and then we would check these things and see if Burp Suite could pick up any of these. Like, because when that quick little flash right there, that's something, that's information being sent to the server, to the database, and back to the front of the website. And Burp Suite is in the middle, intercepting all of that and telling you what's going on. So that's what you would be using. But this is just a little box, and I want to do things little at a time. So I'm done clicking on things. Let's see, interfaces. Okay. All right. Okay, so it wants us to find something for the server using the light um, P, PD, that first server that we found at the beginning. Let me see, did I save that information? No. Oh, I did. I did. I actually did. I saved it to a file. So we can cat that in map scan. And then they want us to mess around with this. Let's put that into exploit DB and see if we get some cooler results than when we put in pfSense. Sometimes when that happens, you're being too specific. There we go. Boom, right there. 1.4. Now, do we see anything with the... What? This don't show nothing. This ain't the only database out there, so sometimes you see you may not get. I mean, obviously this shows all of these can work, but we can't do a DOS. That's just attacking the, like, that's we can't attack this box like that. We won't get anything. Slow request handling remote DOS. That's another DOS. So obviously we can't use those. It just doesn't make sense. I don't even know what a header overflow is yet. I love the sound of remote, but I don't know what a header overflow is. So anyway, what we're gonna do is go to search exploit, and then we're gonna put that same information in. And then we're gonna try to see if there's something that talk about. I don't know. I want to know how to make that. Oh, so this is almost every single thing we just seen on exploit DB. So where's they getting their information from then? Because all it's doing is leading us back to the same thing where I was in the first place. So it looks like I'm gonna just go and do what I was doing because this is. So let's see, graphic injection execution. Okay, all right, cool, cool beans. Let's go over here real quick. Let me do one thing. Let's try to see if we can find a graph. Where would that be at though? They're saying it's in system. Hmm. It says it overflows the browser's cookies. C++. Oh, that's you are amazing. You know C C++. Man, I don't even know if I want to learn C++. I tried a few times looking at it and I'm like, oh, this is doing a little bit too much to do what Python can do in like one line. Or I know JavaScript, but I'm converting over to Python because obviously it's more useful for cybersecurity. But let's see. No, I'm in Colorado. Let's see. You know Java too? Yeah, same thing for Java. I tried to learn Java and I'm like, man, what's the purpose of me learning this right now? I had to reevaluate my whole life choices and then I just came up to the decision. Yeah, I got a little age to me too, but I I'm guessing you got, a little bit more or whatever. But wasn't gonna say, um, do you know a little bit of what's assembly? That's what I'm trying to tackle just so I can understand binary exploitation and malware analysis a little bit better. Um, me none. Oh, okay, yeah. I was looking at assembly too, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. This is exactly the runtime. What? It's a little scary. Um, is this exactly the same? Okay, no, that's not the same CPU usage. I was about to say, I'm about to hop off of this. This is a totally different CPU, 0%. I'm at 20. But anyway, yeah, for assembly, yeah, I'm excited too. It's not that hard. It's just a lot of extra stuff you need to learn, like all the different, I don't know what they're called, returns or each bit. You know how like you have some that's 16 bit. you need to each of those bits do something in binary and they talk to you. And once you learn it on that level, you can fry someone's computer, or I don't know what all you can do, but you can do some pretty wicked stuff. But so let's see. So in system, whenever I look at system, it just wants to log me out. But it's saying that I need to, okay, let's see. Let me try to find this real quick. So let's start off our Metasploit. Let's go over there. Oops. Are you good with NeoVim? Because if you're good with NeoVim, we definitely need to talk. Like, I want to become like the best at using NeoVim on top of all this other stuff so I can be like super fast. So, let's see. Okay, let's start this up again. I ain't even mean to close it down. Um, and then we're gonna use this one real quick. See what we get. Hmm. 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 All right. I'm just closing some things down because my poor little computer be acting like it can't handle it sometimes. So let's see. Use Unix. Ooh, I can't do it like that. I sure can't. Use Unix slash HTTP slash pfSense and then slash or underscore graph, and then we'll try to, okay, and then we'll use one or use zero. This is what we seen earlier too. I'm just learning. And all right, so it looks like we're gonna get some kind of meta interpreter. Let's see, options. Okay. Yeah, I don't, whenever you come back, let me know if you um if you use hack the box or try hack me, because I want you to add me. Or if you use what's the Discord. I just made one. I don't really know how to use it that well, but it would be nice if you add me so we can talk, because I'm trying to create a team, where we can learn and grow and teach and all that stuff. I'm not like coming at it with the approach that I'm like this super cool hacker wearing a hoodie and a mask or all that stuff. No, I'm just a regular guy with a little bit of skills, and I'm trying to upgrade to becoming elite. So anyway, let's set our L host, and then that's the listening address. So that's us right here, that VPN. Now, if you're using your own thing, you just if config for Linux and IP config for Windows. Um, but you should know your VPN. Like, you don't know your VPN, you got some problems. All right, so let's see. All right, so we set that, and then it's listening on 444. So let's run this baby. Oh, so yeah, we gotta set the R host. I hate when it doesn't show that right here. Like, show it so I know it. But that's mandatory anyways. It's like you need to know. It needs to know what it's hacking. So boom, we copy that server. I mean that IP address. Boom. Now let's run it. See if it says it needs anything. But no session was created. I want it to show me every single thing that it needs. That's what I want it to show me. Oh, it's up here. I can't see it, but it's up here. It's showing me. So let's go up here. Oops. All right, these are all the options. Okay. So we know the password is, but we're not username. We're gonna use our whatever his name is. I don't know how to say that guy's name or person's name. And then the password's pfSent, so that's right. Our host is right. Port, the target port. I think that needs to go to 444. Oh, here's the listening port. Hmm. We will figure that out as we go. So let's start off and change the username to set user q set user name, and then what was it? ROHIT. That's his name. Now let's run. We in there, baby. Shell. Um, and then ls. What? I don't understand Metinterpreter, man. What? Oh, okay, it did. It created what I was looking for. Let's see. Yeah. I didn't even see it at first. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and reach out to me because I don't know how to use it. I'm like a chicken with my head cut off in there. I'm just trying to figure it out. But okay, so what? What is going on? This is weird. Sometimes you get some shells and okay, yeah, okay, I know what this is. Now this looks like money right here. So we're gonna go. You always want to go straight to the home, at least for hack the box and try hack me. I don't know about these other ones. And then look, we're gonna CD into ROHIT, Rohit. And then boom, there we go. We got our first one. We in there. And that's the flag for anybody who wants to get in there. So first one's done. Every time I like complete a box, I post it on LinkedIn. That is one of my that was one of my get hired strategies. I wouldn't say that was very easy. We'll say easy. It wasn't hard by any chance. It's like the normal stuff you normally do. All right, so now let's see how hard it is to get into. What is going on with the? Okay, so CD slash. Let's go all the way back. LS. We're gonna see if we can just go into root. If we can go into root, I should be saying who am I? I'm rushing the process. I'm root. So yeah, but we can do anything. We can do anything we want. We got full access, baby. So I want to ask you, Captain, how good are you with privilege escalation, or do you know anything about it? Because to me, privilege escalation is like, I see a lot of people using LinPs, but I keep telling myself I want to learn on my own. But I think I'm gonna start using LinPs and just like stock LinPs and see every single thing that it's done. That coffee is so cold. All right, so we got root right now. We already in there. This is over. Game over. And there we go. We got both of the flags. And now I can bother LinkedIn with explaining how I did it. And you guys were along the ride with me. Let's go. Is retired though. So, for a long time, I didn't become hacker status because I didn't know that you had to do active boxes. Yeah. Um, yeah, it kind of happens every stream. I make coffee, I have Monster over here, and I'll take a little sip or two depending on how tired I am. And then I'll have my sparkling ice. Like, this is me right here. Um, this is me 100%. Obviously, I don't have any sponsors or any of that stuff. I mean, that'd be cool if I was that big, but this is me every day though. I like the Starburst flavor. Hey, what's up, Sam? How you doing? So you kind of tuned in. I've already completed the box, but we we use Metasploit, which kind of just um, sweet tea, cannabis, and ice water. Hey, that's a good combo too. I mean, I don't smoke, but it's definitely a cool combo. Um, yeah, coffee all day. I try not to mess with the monsters too much because I be having crashes. I think it's because I'm getting older or whatever, but like, if I drink a whole thing of monster, then it'll be like 4 hours later, and I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. It just crashes me. I don't know why. I even had a mini crash my last stream because I drank too much, and then it was just like I'm tired. So if you go watch that one, there was a amazing person in the chat, and they were like saying they were tired, and I'm like I've been tired. It's crazy because um, I was going. Let's submit this real quick. Obviously, this one was super easy. This one was a piece of cake because you already had root access, so you didn't have to do any privilege escalation. But just real quick, I was sitting there like uh, crashing, and I looked at the time on the stream. It was almost 3 hours. That is insane because it felt like I was only streaming for like 30 minutes, but the fact that it was 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours, and it was 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I had work the next morning. So yeah, it that let me know that this is where I want to do because if time is flying by that fast and I'm not even noticing it, then that's an amazing thing. But yeah, let's get back to it. So I do want to do two things. So we completed the box. Yeah, that's cool. Um, and just to let you know, for who just got in, oh, my Twitch. Oh, what's up? What's up, Savior? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know if is that you, Sam? Is you the same person? Is uh Savior? Because um, I I don't know. This is my second chat, like doing double streaming and stuff. So this is all. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I wanted to. I'm using Streamlabs, and I wanted to be able to show my uh, YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. But since I don't know how to do that yet, then they're separate, and then it just makes all this extra stuff going on. I got to read this, I got to read that. It's like boom, like the streamers. I mean, you probably mess with some of the top tier streamers, and they probably talk about it. But like most of the regular streamers, they don't talk about like. Let me show you real quick. Let me just show you. If, like, this is what all I'm looking at right now. Oh, hold on. I think I can just do it another way real quick. So I'm just being real. So let's see. So I'm gonna show you everything I'm looking at right now. That's not whatever. Let me just go back to what I was doing. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, long story short. So, okay, there we go. We back to normal. But anyway, so there was something I really wanted to talk about with this. So, uh, let's see. The most important thing I wanted to show you with this was how to use. First of all, let me get out of here. Yes, terminate this terminal. We done. We already hacked it. Yes, everything. Exit. All right, and then Control C. Quit. Exit. Yeah, you gotta exit a bunch of things. Dang. All right, so earlier I was showing a little bit of how to use where I'm trying to go to VS Code to create payloads. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna um, I'm gonna show. We're gonna create. We're not gonna create a payload. We're gonna create a tool. Excuse me. Using Python. Hey, 20, how you doing? I appreciate you so much. I was talking to my one of my best friends. I was like, 20 is I hope that you added me on Discord because I need to talk. I need to chat with you because yeah, you helped me out a lot and I was like so confused. But yeah, appreciate you coming in. So anyway, so like yesterday we were doing the Python game. And just to let everyone know who just got in, we've already exploited the box. I've already hacked it, and I've already put in both of the flags, the root. We already found the root, and we found the user. And what we did was we went through a graph, and we used Metasploit to create a reverse shell to bypass getting through one of the vulnerabilities that the defense didn't update, which was a vulnerability through the graph. It was a graph injection. I don't really know all the details, so I used Metasploit to help us automate that process. So yeah, we already done with that, and now I'm kind of just going to show. Uh, I'm going to make a scanning tool for Python, and I've never done it, but I'm going to use ChatGPT and other sources to make this cool, and then I'm going to show you how powerful Python is. And then after that, if I still have any juice, I'm gonna go back to that game and try to see if we can figure out the functions. Cause oh my gosh, and that's what I was talking to them about. 20. I was talking to them about how yesterday I had drank so much Monster that I was crashing at the end of the stream, and I realized that I was crashing, and someone was like, I'm about to get off. I'm like, me too. So here we are though. So I'm just gonna start off and ask ChatGPT, make a scanner um, tool using Python. Basic. I'll just put that in parentheses. So I'm just letting y'all know what I'm doing. You can't see the screen. I don't know how to change all these screens that quick. Yeah, man. I had one time I was at work and I had didn't get any sleep. I was too busy hacking and all this stuff. And I gulped one and I was telling them this story. And it was like 4 hours later. I was fighting my sleep. Like this is how I looked. Uh, People like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Just sleep, walking, pretty much. But so anyway, let's get to it. So first thing we got to know is we got to take. There's certain modules. This is I'll tell you what a module is, but it's called a module, and you pull it from Python, and Python knows, hey, we're going to be messing with these set of rules or whatever. And I only know this because, like I said, messing around with JavaScript. Another thing that's happening with my another thing that is happening with my Streamlabs is owned. I'm using own, and it keep like, what is you doing? I'm about to block own or something. It keeps saying, "Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat." Let me time you out, bruh. I might just ban them for now because it keep doing that and it's like pushing everyone's chat away. Ah, banned them. Anyway, so yeah, when you pull these ports, these are going to be the two main. There's four of them, and we'll learn them all together or whatever, whatnot. Okay, yes, thank you, Captain. I appreciate the love. Um, these are two of the these are called modules. They're part of libraries and blah blah blah. It could be called a library, whatever. Who cares? But it's one of these terminologies. Oh, it's a module. There we go. Boom. We see it. It's called a module. Um, and these modules know like the certain commands that you're going to be using. So when you're using it for Linux and hacking, socket is going to be one you're going to see a lot. Sys is going to be a lot. There's a few more, and I'll ask ChatGPT later. But right now, I think what I'm going to do. Ooh, bruh, what is you doing? Can you simplify this? Whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna copy it all in, make life simple so we can get to that other thing. And then I'm just gonna kind of go over what I do know and then whatever I don't know, whatever, y'all. We'll figure it out one day. So, like we were seeing on the last on that cool website, we were seeing that def is the name of that's how you call a function, right? And then they're calling it so the next person can understand. It's called scan target. And then we were where we left off, there was a bunch of what do we call these? Inputs? Perimeters. It's right there in my face. And then we wanted to print. Remember that F does that. So, and then inside here, okay, yeah, I will. I got you. Here's a for loop. We ain't about to get into that. Here's an if else statement. So if this is equal to absolutely equal to zero, do print this. And if not, close. I mean, yeah, and then close. Another if else statement. I'm not going to rush that because we're already going to go through that with the other course. But somewhere here, I have to enter my port information. So resolve host name to IP. You see how they wrote a note to me to let me know how to use this. Um, let's see. What? Okay, so enter. So okay, it says if I'm just reading what it's saying. So if target equals input, and this is the best way to learn code anyway. Honestly, just look at people who already did it, stock what they did, and then break it down. Wouldn't you say that, Captain? Because I know you have some experience. You said you're pretty much a vet at this. Isn't that a good way to learn code? So let's see real quick. So if target equals main, enter target IP or host name. So right here we have to actually delete this string and then oh yeah, me too. YouTube, Udemy, um, there's a few of them out there. I haven't even started college yet. I went to Purdue for a couple of classes. I was a 4.0. And then that's how I kind of pivoted my way into getting a job using an internship, saying you know, but I do want to mention that real quick though. So this is actually what made me create the channel. So like I got the job or whatever, and the CSO or CISO hired me, the Chief Information Security Officer, and he was like, "You are a 4.0 student, but don't be worried about being so perfect. Worry about making mistakes, and you know, um, I have I have problem with 4.0 students. They want to be so perfect, and that kind of made me think about like the whole YouTube channel altogether. Like, like it's intimidating when you want to make a channel and you see like these big channels and they like so perfect, and then I'm like, I'm gonna start streaming and I'm gonna just, you know, it is what it is, buddy. And hopefully people will love me for who I am and the little skills I have, and we'll go from there. So anyway, we're going for the target. Put the target in if it lets me. All right. So print the port. So we put the port right here. I know something is wrong. I swear, I already know. We're gonna go 4444. And then where else? Enter ports. So start ports. So we'll just, for the sake of this video, we'll just oh, okay. So for the sake of this stream, we will uh put 80. We'll put 22. We always know 22 um could be out there. We already know the ports, so let's just do the ports that we know so we could just see this in action. In ports. What? Whatever. Target IP. I think I wasn't supposed to touch that. Oh well. Here we go. So start port. Why is it doing that? There's an error somewhere already. Scan. What do you want from us? Tell me what you want. I'm messing up. I already could see. And the last one I made, I should have copied it. It was way basic, way more basic than this. Let me ask it, should I touch anything? Should I edit anything? I think I'm not even supposed to be touching anything or just copy. I love you, Chat GPT. I just do that just in case one day, turns into a robot or something. Um, yes, exactly, Captain. Exactly. I have a friend that I've dragged along, and we learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then we learned React. And that was probably like a year journey. And I was just like, I want to find more people. And we found one lady, she graduated, she was so busy she couldn't jump in. And then I try to reach out to Meetup, and I try to reach out to all the cybersecurity and programming, and then they just laugh at you like, hey, I want to learn this. Laugh, 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 laugh. And then one guy will give you some information. And I'm like, man, I went into the corner and cried. And I'm like, man, I just wish that somebody would code with me. Just hack and code with me. And then I reached out on Hack the Box forums, and then they're just like crickets. And then I was like, forget it. We're gonna make a channel and see how many amazing people will join. But anyway, I think I'm not supposed to touch anything right now. The scanner checks. Well, you didn't answer my question though. Okay. I'm just gonna redo this again. It's the same code, and then I'm just gonna run it and see what happens. It's already ready already. I'm already ready already. Okay. So then let's do this. Okay. Okay. So hold on. Hold on. I'm getting too excited. Calm down. Whenever I used to do that at work, I used to work for the casinos back in the day, and I had a Hispanic friend, and he didn't speak any English, so he'd be like, "Comete, comete," and I didn't know what that meant, but through his hand gestures, he would always be like, "Calm down." And I'm like, "Okay, okay." I'd be getting too excited. So I think what we're gonna do is Python 3, and then we're gonna pull up the it's called scanner. No, 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 no. We got to go into the file. So cd Python, and then ls, and then cd scan, and then oops, we're not cd in that. Now we're Python in. Oh, Python 3, and then we're gonna hit scan, and now we're actually about to call it the regular way. Okay, so now we're using it on the regular terminal. We got to get it going. Okay, so enter the target IP or host name. So we have the targets right here. Enter start port 22. Oh, that's what they were asking. And then 443. So, boom. Yay, little tool. And obviously, we just found another hack. I don't care what anybody say. Use ChatGPT. Use whatever you got to use. Get the job done. Um, until you can fully understand it on your own, and you could be able to do it on your own. But let's see. So let's do an nmap um, just to kind of go over. Boom. We're gonna clear this, and then we're gonna do an nmap. So we're just gonna go to history because there's so much stuff going on. Did I use nmap? Yep. So the site mark 9. If this looks confusing to you, I showed it in the Linux. Then we're gonna oops. I'm gonna close that down because I like my screens to be. I don't like it to show at the bottom. So now we're just going to compare it. Obviously, Nmap is way cooler. And I know that eventually, when you use these tools, you can use Nmap inside of the tool. So you don't have to make this like super custom tool. You can use Nmap, and then you can use Searchsploit, you can use Metasploit, and then you can kind of like streamline it and automate it. But obviously, look at that. Like that's way. But it did the job. It told us that these two were open. So as a beginner basic tool, that's a win right there. So now, thanks, Matt. Now we can. I'm I'm getting ready to go to. I'm gonna keep this open. Let me see, but let me close all this other stuff down because my I got a pretty nice computer, but it's a $3,000 computer. It's like a but it's old though. It's like a year old, and that's old for the industry. It's like a Ryzen 7. Here, let me show my specs because ChatGPT know my specs. Chat, I mean, what are my specs? I'm gonna just copy and show y'all real quick. Hold on, what are my computer specs? Tell me right now. Computer specs. And while it's doing that, we're gonna open up that new site and go to what was it called? Boot.dev. And then we're gonna try to get past this function. I was looking at this. Um, I was looking at this earlier, and I didn't touch it. So we're exactly where we last was last night before the crash. Oh man, you're killing me. Yeah, Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice. Um, anyone else know their specs and they want to talk about it? Let me see what ChatGPT, because I've already told ChatGPT my specs. So it's telling me to do a system info, but I don't know what all that's gonna show. I don't want it to show my address. Whatever. The fact that you don't remember that, we're not friends anymore, ChatGPT. Oh, that's because I'm using the Hack the Box one. I have to go to the actual 4.0. What are my computer? This one has the memory. Um, okay, I'm about to put it into the chat real quick so you can see because I be forgetting. So it's pretty cool. And then my Wi-Fi is pretty fast, but for streaming, for some reason, you still got to be having all these specs. But back onto the subject though. So they have Python, Linux, which we're gonna go through again. Object-oriented programming. Now, I don't know how much of a requirement this is, but I want to be so efficient with this because you can build complex tools. And I haven't really I think I was talking to Captain about it, but I'm not sure if you guys were here, so I'm gonna mention it real quick. So I'm gonna reveal the main plan of my channel. So we're doing Hack the Box, we're doing Try Hack Me, we're learning Python, we're gonna learn SQL, all the basic things, Burp Suite, but eventually we're going to evolve into a bug bounty page. We'll still be doing this, but we'll actually be doing bug bounties so we can like you know, see how it is because that's where the money's at. Besides, actually getting hired somewhere, that's the freelance way to make some money. But I see that in a lot of the bug bounty program or pages, people are so advanced that a beginner looking at it, they don't know 20% of what's going on. They're just like, wow, he found some money or whatever, yay. So we're going through the steps. We're gonna complete as many boxes as we can to we're like familiar with a lot of attack surfaces and enumerating a lot of boxes. And then I plan on going to the pro labs and completing all of those, and then try hack me, and then go to bug bounty once I feel comfortable. So when you see that bug bounty playlist, and you see it adding up, that means it's bug bounty time. But that could be months and months down the road. I just thinking ahead, so this isn't just like a random stream where I'm doing random stuff. So which is still cool. But so yeah, object oriented programming will be a must if we want to make cool automation tools because eventually we're going to not want to do this over and over. You see, every episode I'm in mapping, I'm doing the same thing. Eventually, we want to make a tool that's going to do that for us. And then, go check, do the go buster like you see me do earlier, and then do the fluff. I call it fluff. And then you get the point. Like, eventually, after I do this hundreds of times, I'm going to want a tool that does that. So, functional programming, structures and algorithms, that seems extremely complex. I see that they have Go here, and I truly hope that boot.dev grows really big. And ooh, a Pokedex, definitely gonna want to do that. And I think we can learn how to do that and then do it in Python. We don't have to do it in Go, but that's just how they did it. And then SQL, boom. We've been talking about HTTP servers, but wouldn't it be? Yeah, that's actually interesting. Uh, I'll just kind of let you know. Captain is a beast. He's a vet. But anyway, learn file servers. I always hear Docker, but I don't fully understand it. I just know it's on the cloud, and I know when we are using these right here, this is part of Docker. When we open up, uh, when we go right here, and then we open up this instance, this is like using Docker, but I don't understand how it works in and out, and that's as much as I know. But so obviously, I would love to learn that. Love, 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 love. I'm not a CI CD. This is for DevOps for anybody who doesn't know. But you do need to know at least how to use GitHub. I have a GitHub. Um, I used to post all my websites I built in the game. I tried to build. I think I mentioned to you guys I tried to build a game and it was uh-uh. So anyway, this is this website is where it's at. Let's get into the um, function stuff. So we're finally here, guys. We're finally here after all that talking. We're finally here. So I just plan on doing a few and then getting off of here and getting on off. Um, so print versus returning. Some developers get hung up on the difference between print and return. I know return actually gives out the real value. Print is just showing you. It's like doing LS on the terminal. It's just showing you what is out there um, when you look at it from that aspect. It can particularly it can be confusing when the test suite we provide simply prints the output of your functions to the console. It makes it seem like print and return are interchangeable, but they're not. Print is a function that prints the value, does not return anything. It's just showing you. Return is a keyword. It ends the current function's execution, so it stops it right then and there. Boom! It's this function ends right here, and then it provides the value, which is title, and then oh shoot, hold on. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Provides a value back to the caller of the function, does not print anything to the console unless the return value is later. Print ed. I don't know what they're talking about, but whatever. So printing to debug. Yeah, we were already doing that. They had us print everything to debug. So it prints the value to run the code. All right, so we kind of know a little bit of that. I still don't know how to use you, Boots. I still don't. We got 14 things in our spell book, which is cool. All right, so let's start off and run. Oh, I think I did do this one. Yeah. So I don't remember what it was at first, and I wanted it to go back, but I was playing around with this one. So anyway, it was all messed up in the game, and it was printing some weird stuff. I think this is what it was printing at first. I think it was looking like this, so it was just an empty. Um, oops, it was just an empty, and then I don't think return was there. So yeah, it was like this, and then the first thing I did. So let's see. The first thing I did was get title. So nothing happens when you print get title, and then print title. What is going on? Oh, I'm not looking at the top, man. What is going on with me? All right, so let's see. Do not print below, and we can see that this is a test they use in the what is this called? The perimeter. Yeah, first name, last name, job. Title equals get title. Yeah, yeah. Print the first name, and then it actually calls the first name. Like it. Where's the variables at though? Where did they set the variables? Is that all in test right here? I guess test must be the variable and it's calling all these three strings. But how do they know which test is which? Because it's going to print out the bottom one all the time, as far as as far as scope is concerned. So let's see what we get. Oh, really? Oh man. Um, But as far as with me, you guys can hear me, y'all can see me. I'm good. Okay, let's see. Um, okay. So we want it to return something, obviously. So printing don't do nothing. It don't do anything. It's just gonna print. All right. I don't see what. Let's see. Let's print test real quick. I want to see what happens when we print test. Oh, so this turns this into gibber jubers. So get title. I'm gonna do that one more time. Why do I keep doing that? I keep thinking run is enter. And see, we get jibber jabber. So I think the way I figured it out at first was I see title and see, you see how it turned into all of that. So then I was like, okay, I need to just return title. Let me just go back and do that. Because when I printed out title, we actually got some real results. So boom, now we can submit. Boom, let's go to the next guy. All right, where to declare functions. You've probably noticed that a variable needs to be declared before it's used. Yeah. So what was y'all doing in the last one? I don't understand how y'all put that down at the bottom. For example, the following doesn't work. Print my name and then my name. Oh, but those wasn't very. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Okay, so let's try that real quick. So we got. Um, I always be forgetting where the um, double quotes are, and then we're gonna delete to 3, I think, and then we're gonna copy that. We're gonna get this out the way real quick because we're just gonna print and see what happens. And then we do not need this much room. All right, so we're just gonna copy that real quick. Oh, I thought it actually. So that's because we're trying to do it after. And then if you go to that, you can go to the line, Alt, and then press down to bring it down. It should be working. Hold on, what y'all talking about? Line 5. Oh, this is something else. String line 1. What did I do? Dang. Let's see if it needs to be, if it's indented wrong. Oh, so there we go. Oh, okay. Thank you, Matt. Oh, okay. So test it. Okay, so they had it right, but I mean, of course they did, but I just want to notice, like, and then you see when we do it like this, I don't know why it goes to line 5, but it's an error. So you have to make sure that that is the variable's called and then you print, which makes sense. I mean, it's almost self-explanatory. Um, so let's see, what do they want us to do? There's a bug, run the code. So the bug is on 5. String, no, it's on 3. Main is not defined. Okay, so now that I got rid of that, it's just a function, right? Call it. So this needs to be deleted, right? I think this needs to be deleted. Oh, but we gotta call it down here. Oops, not that. I see what you. I see. I see what's going on. Yeah, gotta call the function. You know, and like I was saying yesterday in JavaScript, it took me 6,000 years to figure out how to call a function. JavaScript was making me want to bang my head on the wall. And then I finally learned how to call a function. And this is the same way you do it. So the function is called main, and then this is how theirs is started. And then after all of that's done, and we can even return something, right? We can tab, return, we can tab, return. You know what? Let me just go on. Let me just go on because I know I'll be. We got it. Final Fantasy Quest is booting up. Game is running. It's printing both of those. Let's just go. Because I'll get into it. All right, order of operation, order of functions. All functions must be defined before they're used. um, Before they're used. Hold on. How do you already know that? Oh yeah, I should have did that. Dang, I should have, but no, I'm gonna keep it trucking. So, okay, functions must be defined before they are called. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. At first, the way I try to listen to it, I think about it, I'm like, what are y'all talking about, first of all? And then, let me close some of this other stuff down. And then you 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 do it, and then it makes perfect sense. Order of functions. All functions must be defined before they're used. Y'all already told us that. Let me just read what they're talking about. Functions must be defined in the order they are called. No, they don't have to be. You might think this would make structuring Python code hard because the order of functions need to be just right. As it turns out, there's a simple trick to make it super easy. Most Python developers solve this problem by defining all the functions in their program first. Then they can call it anywhere they want. Um, then they can call an entry point function last. That way, all the functions have been read by the interpreter before. So yeah, they did all the functions, blah 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 blah, and then whenever they want to do main, they call it down here. Whenever they want to call add armor, they call it down here. Yeah. So they it does not have to be. What's up, Kenny? Good to see you again. So yeah, we got that right. Yeah, you might have to go back because I hacked a full box and did some Python using it. We made a little tool and everything. So let's see which is the which is best practice to make sure you don't define functions out of order. Oh, call them all first and then create an entry point and then call them after, or define them first and then call them at the entry point. That's what they just said. So, yeah, just know when you go to the beginning, uh, Leak Man, I'm not going to answer that question. Um, you trying to get me in trouble. But yeah, just know at the beginning, if you go back like before I edit it, the first 3 minutes uh, it was muted. I had the mic muted. Which is the best practice, and that's cool with me. Like at this point, I just keep going, like the Energizer Bunny. Which is best practice to make sure you don't define functions out of order. Um, so we got to make an entry point, call it at the end of the file, create a function called main. That's not it. Create a function called main. No. Create an entry point. No. So it's the first one. Yeah, this is educated purposes, man. And I don't talk about that kind of stuff. Just for a friend. Just know that I want to make a whole episode on social engineering, and it's gonna blow y'all mind. But I'm just nervous if I want to make it or not. That's gonna be a lot of talking. And you know what? I was thinking because I've read. Oh, so I was talking to a coworker about this, and let me go to the main screen. I was talking to a coworker about this, and like so. Um, Throughout the years when I'm at work, I'll have a earbud in, and I'll have what's that called, Audible, and I'll through them 8 and 12 hour shifts, I'll just throw on a bunch of books, and so I have read like 10 books that three are from hackers or pen testers. cybersecurity professionals, and two are from a psychologist, and then one is from a scientist, and then another two, one's from a CIA guy and one's from an FBI guy, and they're all talking about social engineering and all these like weird tips, and I kind of want to talk to people about that because, and I'm not talking about the social engineering side of like, you know, uh, get into their email, fish them, like not that basic stuff. And yeah, that is a side of social engineering as well. I'm talking about like giving people eye contact and like knowing that like red, yellow, blue, and green are like the three or four most um, hypnotizing colors, and like certain sounds and certain frequencies, like weird stuff like that. But I think is really important, and how to read a person by just first giving them eye contact and then looking at their hands. Like for instance, uh, check this out. Check this out. Go look at your top 10 social media people. I'm gonna say it like that, so I won't say any specific. I don't want to get a spanking by the, the algorithm or anything. And watch how they do their hands. Every time they talk, go watch a talk show, and they're like, "Hey, this is amazing, and I did this, and it's so small, and then this is a big thing, guys. Look at it." That's all social engineering. It's more on the like non-hacking side, but it is a. See, I'm doing it right now, and like reading people's, you get what I'm saying. So I ain't about to get into a deep tangent on that, but I can. Um, hey, what's up, True? Um, yeah, I was just side talking about some. Uh, I love that name. Yeah, Leap. I be reading like so. He thought I was capping, and he let me go back to man real quick. He thought I was capping. He thought, well, yeah, right. You didn't read that many, and we checked my Audible. Last year I read 53 books. Love, cybersecurity, social engineering, time management, um, public speaking. I read 5 public speaking books before I started this channel. That's how scared it is. Like, one of the most scariest things is communication. And, um, like when we were talking about the social engineering stuff, like, that's why, like, speakers make the big bucks. Go look at a lot of the top social what's those what I'm doing top streamers. They make big bucks. Comedians, they make a lot of money because this is what comedians and streamers are like. They have skills, man. Because not only do they probably know a lot of these like hand gestures, and they know to make the right sound at the right time, and they know that making you laugh makes you like more vulnerable. And then my last thing before I head into this, yeah. Before I head back into this, this is interesting. Um, but like, um, what I wanted to do on the website or on that episode is talk to you about like I'll use a lot of analogies from like the top, like okay, like for example, executive people, they talk slower. Like go watch some of the top tier speech makers. They're like, today is an amazing day, while like non-executive people, they use more gestures and they talk faster, while executive less gestures. Like for instance, think of a judge. They only do one thing. Boom. That's the only main gesture they do. Everything else is you don't see their hands and they're just listening to you. Boom. Stop. They want that one gesture to mean 1,000 words. You see what I'm saying? Um, and then let me see. Let me. Oh, and I was gonna talk about babies real quick. I'm sorry, y'all, who's trying to watch the. Uh, yeah, it is. It's scary, man. 20. Um, you can, you can go back and, like I said, just think about your day before I talk about the baby thing. Think about your day and how many times have you seen red, yellow, blue, and green? Think of flags. Think of logos. Think of uh signs, like, you know what I'm saying? Think of that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I just completed one, choo choo. So you're gonna have to go back and you could, I would say, go do the Linux basics and then go back to this one. I just completed whatever it was called, since. And so that's a flag and a root for you right there with me explaining stuff instead of going super fast. But let me get back on the subject. So real quick, think about babies. So babies start off with three gestures, and these are the three top gestures that you need. Can you guys try to let me know what do you think those three gestures are? I'm waiting for you guys, chat. What are the top three baby gestures? And I'm gonna break those down, and then I'm gonna get back to hacking. I'm gonna get back to Python. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. So the three top gestures is eye contact. So a baby. Oh, he's cool. um, and I'm talking about, what do they call it for newborn babies now? Like just out the womb, nano, whatever, whatever that key word is. So anyway, the first one is they give you eye contact. Eye contact creates dopamine, the hormone that gets you addicted, like love or drugs or whatever. The second thing that they do is they smile. You know, after a couple of days, if they like you, they smile. Um, Smiling is your most powerful um, corporate um, gesture that you have. You give it to people who you care about, and then you don't give them contact. You don't give smiles to people you don't care to want to know. And then the last one is obviously they'll cry when they don't want something, which I translate that into us being, as adults, using our conviction. So when we don't agree with something, we don't go in the corner and cry. I mean, some people out there maybe, but we use our conviction. We're like, I don't like that because of this or whatever, blah blah blah. So anyway, let me get back to this. Um, that was just a little taste of the tea. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Um, so Discord getting help is a crucial part. What do they want us to do? All right, assignment. Enough Discord talk. In Fantasy Quest, characters lose health due to heat exhaustion. The game tracks the temperature and freedom units, like Fahrenheit, but we need to display the temperature in Celsius outside the US. Here's the formula. Calculate. Oh boy, they're about to make me do some math. Okay. Calculate the temperature in Celsius from Fahrenheit. Ooh. So 5 divided by 9 times. Oh, and then we got to use order of operations? Oh, no, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Yeah, I'm actually nervous to actually turn that into a real episode, but I'm thinking of doing it like in a hack and chill and kind of talking about it. But um, man, I got some crazy stuff to talk about in that, and it's all like useful. But what I will say is, if you learn it to a T, you can never go back. You can never go back because, like for instance, I was mentioning this to two coworkers. They're both sitting. They're both sitting to the side of me. We're all on the same table, and I'm mentioning this to them. And I was telling them the number one way you can tell if someone's interested is how their feet is pointed and their body is pointed. And they were so into the conversation that their feet were and their bodies were both pointing towards me, and then they looked and they were a little scared, like, and I was like, I can read that. I knew that you guys were interested. So if two people are facing each other, feet pointing, body pointing. They're not interested in anybody else but each other. Their eyes are locked on each other. Don't bother them. They're having a conversation amongst each other. Okay, add a return function to the Celsius. Okay. Oh yeah, so it needs to return something. And then I think all I need to do is just add the formula in there, right? If I could spell return, and then let's see, and then run it. Boom. That was easy. Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry, 20. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's real social engineering if you want to know how to social engineer someone. But anyway, functions quiz. Reference the example functions and answer the questions. So, okay. Which keyword is used to create functions in Python? So we know that. That's def. I don't know what that stands for, but um, that's what that means. Explain the multiple choice question. Okay, which keyword is used to create functions in Python? We just did that. Hold on. Let's go to the next one. Which is not an alternative term for values that are passed into a function. Um, oh yeah, define, yeah. Which is not an alternative term for values that are passed into a function. Which is not an alternative term for values. Slots. Because, yeah, Matt, you got it. Um, I've heard of primitives and arguments. I didn't even know those words were interchangeable. Now that makes me feel better because I'd be saying arguments and people be arguing about the terminology. I'm like, why don't we learn instead of beat each other up over the terminology? A function must be defined to be called many times with different arguments each time, right? Again? Yeah, 20, right? They be going at it too. Like etc doesn't mean etc. It means Etsy. I'm like, it's just etc. Come on, guys. Um, a function must be defined. Uh, why would they even do that? Oh, once. Oh, thank you, thank you, Matt. Matt. How good are you with Python? Do you have a lot of Python experience? Okay, I just need to tell you about one last recourse resource, I'm guessing, you have when you're stuck. Every lesson on boot.dev has an instructor solution. Do you know any other languages that you can view? I'm trying to see if the y'all can hit a motorcycle. I'm on one of the busiest streets in my city. Um, like Boots solution comes at a cost, a steeper one. I don't even know how to use Boots or solutions. Enough about solutions. We'll just skip that for now. Let's, because you guys are like kind of like my solutions. Yeah, yeah, man, you got some skills. I know you do. Oh yeah. I think it's more important to read though, at least at the beginning. We need to display the current time to our players. The the problem is that the time is stored as a number of hours, but we need to display it as a number of seconds. There are 60 seconds in a minute, but how many are in an hour? What? I don't know that. How many seconds? We going straight to Chat GPT. We don't have no time for that. 3,600? Wow. So how do we convert this though? So we obviously need to return something. So we're gonna put return. Okay. So we can't touch that. 60 times 60? Oh, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Oh, no. Oh, I did it wrong. I Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I need to hurt my little heart. Uh yeah, let's see. That's what I was thinking too, but let me see what happens. I need something else to show up. So, um I know I'm going to suck on any of the math equations. What is the solution? I hate to do this too. I truly hate to do it. Um, but the the way I like to learn, if it's possible, and I know this isn't the best way, I know, but it works for me, is get the solution and then break it down and try to see how they got it. But it is good to try to break it down on your own so you can build those critical skills. So I do know that, but I'm sorry. I also don't want you guys to fall asleep. I'm not that cool of a streamer yet. So it says return hours times 36. So we were almost there then. Oh yeah, you were almost there too. Hold on, let me see real quick. Let me see. I truly believe. Um, let me see. Where's that asterisk mark? It's A. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, you see, you guys see what happened. Let's see what happens if we put in yours. I'm all super excited and stuttering. Oh, oh, yours was almost there though. It's still the same concept though, but obviously there's not 60 hours in. Uh, so we had to do 6 times 6 or 60 times 60, and then get the solution, and then boom. Cause yeah, okay. I'm on to you, man. I'm on to you, Matt. Matt, I know you know what you're doing. Because I'm just now entering the world of Python. I don't know what's going on. When no return value is specified in a function, it will automatically return none. Oh boy, back to this. For example, maybe it's a function that prints some text to the console but doesn't explicitly return a value. The following code snippets are all return the same value, none. How does this one return none? That bothers me. I could see these two. Oh, that's because there's nothing in here at all. Huh. All right. What happens if there's no return line in a function? It'll automatically return none. Yeah, I got to get real familiar with the none. Yeah, because I think I ended up when I was creating that tool, the scanner tool for our scanner Python tool or whatever, it was returning none. I didn't know what was going on. And that's what made me just delete it all and just copy and paste. When no return value is specified in a function, it will automatically return none. For example, maybe it's a function that prints some text to the console but doesn't explicitly return a value. The following code snippets are all return none. Okay, so we know this one. We know that one. Oh, that's the same thing. What are they talking about? You already showed us that. What's the difference between printing a value and returning it? Print shows the value, return it makes the value available to the caller and shows it. I think this is the one, but print shows the value, makes a value available to the caller of the function. I think it's this one, actually. Makes a value. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yep, let's go. Um, how far along functions is? Where are we? Oh, okay. We almost there. We almost there. I think we can do it. Because I took a nap before I even started this stream. That's why it wasn't at 5. I wanted to do it at 5, and I'm like, ugh, I need to get some sleep just in case it's like this. So, with that being said, let's uh let's finish this before we call it a night. Try to hang in there with me, chat, if you can. Um, a function can return more than one value by separating it with commas. Okay, let's just go straight to it. We already know that. I don't know, what is all this? Okay, complete the become warrior function. It accepts two inputs, the full name and the power. Don't edit below this line. So we got the full name, we got the power. It should return two values, a title string and a new power integer. So let's just do it as we read it. It seems like it's just easier that way. So we'll create a return. Um, okay. And then create the title. Oh, return title string. So where's title at? Hmm. All right, my bad. I'm just switching some things up. Reevaluate my life real quick. All right. The function makes two variables. Okay. And then you said the function makes two variables. I just go to campus for labs, use the vars, the variables, and return. Okay. So that's what I was thinking too. And then we just put a comma, and then we put power. And we may have to change that. But so far, let's see. Fredo, Frodo has power level of 5. So here's his name. Hold on. Let me comment this out real quick. Let's see what we was getting before. Oh, we was getting an error. Okay, so we're already um okay. Create the title using F strings. Oh, so it wants us to do this, and then it wants us to F it to turn it. Wants us to F it. Um, it wants us to F it so we can turn it. Oops, we can turn it dynamic, I believe. But it was already working. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. That's what I'm like. I need to use the variable brackets to turn it dynamic. Boom, there we go. The light is on. It's no longer a string and it is now a variable. Okay. All right. So we did that. Huh? Create new power value. that is equal to the input of power plus. Okay, so what I think they want us to do is new underscore power equals, I don't know if this has to be called inside the function or out, but we'll figure that out in a second, equals the input of power. Okay, but why? And then return, oh, so return new power and then return title. Run it. Something's wrong. Okay, so what I create title. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So we got to create title and then, oh, okay, okay. Hold on, hold on. Title using F strings. So that's what I just did already right here. But maybe this ain't supposed to be in here. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So create, so title equals, yeah, oh, that's the quick way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. So we can just call this title instead of doing all that over and then make that equal, right? And then right here, it's going to be full name underscore name and then the warrior, which means I probably got to go back and do the other stuff, but it is what it is. Okay, the warrior. It was already showing up. Let me see what happens. The warrior. Why are you doing that to me? Oh, I think it's got to be one name. So we'll do that, add that together. Okay. Don't edit below this line. So let's see what happens. Oh, we still got to return something now. So we'll take that up one line and then we will now return what it told us to return. Return title, comma, new power. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. First of all, what is wrong with this part? What am I doing wrong? Is this not supposed to be in parentheses? Why does it keep saying something wrong with that character? What am I doing wrong? And then, okay, hold on. Let me read what you said. The power also needs the plus one. Rename. Okay, I already did that. The power also needs the plus one. Power, power, power. Okay, new name equals power. And then, oh, oh, I see that right there. Okay, okay. But what do they mean by that? For example, title and power equals. Okay, so we did that with this right here. This is kind of, hold on, hold on, hold on. they actually have me really critical thinking. Like, okay, so let me start from the gate. Create a title using F strings. Combine full name with the warrior in this format. Oh, so I didn't do that. Let's start. Let's start there. I didn't do that. No, what is going on? Is there a comma that needs to be here? Mm, 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 mm. I, well, you guys know what I'm about to do. I gave it, I gave a crack at it. They might find out and kick me off this site as much as I'm using. Let's see. I want to see how close I was. Oh, I was close. I was real close. Oops. Okay. So let me pull this up real quick and give it a side by side. This might be a little confusing, but let's see. So we could see that full name, power. Okay, cool. So title equals. So I'm doing too much by adding these. Let's see if it runs from there. Okay, we let's keep on. Where did ChatGPT go? Where did you go, baby? And then new power. Oh, that's what you were saying, but I didn't understand it. So I didn't understand it. Okay. So there's the plus one. So new full name in parentheses. And then we put the warrior after. So let's do that. And then we just put a space and then turn that into a regular. That's what it's saying. And then new power. Before we return, new power equals power plus one. Dang. New power. Oh, which makes sense. It's upgrading its power as it happens or whatever or whatnot. So it equals power plus one. Ooh. And then return title. Oh, it doesn't have to be in parentheses. Okay, cool. So we'll put ChatGPT back in its place. And then, so this, when it returns, it doesn't have to be in parentheses. I don't know where I got that from, but I'm so used to everything going in parentheses. All right, so let's see what else I need to do. Full name, power, title equals. Oh, this goes up one line. Oh, and I have the line, I have it twice. So that's a good. And then run it. So this has to be lined up with that. So I don't know how to do the indenture things. Uh, isn't that it? Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm glad I got y'all help because yeah, I know it's gonna take a while to learn Python. They be trying to advertise it. Oh, it's so easy. You can learn it, whatever. But when you start actually coding and doing some stuff with it, yeah, I fixed it. So I want to try to see if I can look and see what's going on before I rush over to the next thing, though. So full name and power is the two arguments, and then we changed full name to a title. So now we could see. I don't understand all these functions. Oh, okay. I don't understand why this says test. I'm guessing test is just like a universal variable or something. That's my guess, but because we're definitely not calling test. But anyway, so we when we call the full name, the warrior, so whatever their name is, we just added their name in there, and then the warrior, and then we said that their power, we called that from here. We turned it into new power, and then we returned these two new things that we made. All right, so that's it. Ooh, that one right there. I might actually go back and just practice that one for like, 20, 30 minutes just so I can fully grasp that one. Perimeters versus arguments. Perimeters are the names used for inputs when defining a function. Arguments are the values of the inputs supplied when a function is called. To reiterate, arguments are the actual values, perimeters are the names. Oh, okay, I get it. It's kind of like function and return. Function is just returning the actual values, while uh, return is the actual thing. It's the so turning that into arguments is just a value. Perimeters actually what comes out of that value. So are the values passed into the function by the caller. So we was just saying that's an argument. Okay, so arguments is just a value, and parameters is the actual thing. Sounds pretty weird to me, but parameters are the inputs specified by the function definition. So it's obviously parameters. Okay, okay, let's see where we are. Okay, we'll see. Oh, Archmage. I want to at least make it. Okay, yeah. Okay. Uh um Python, you can specify a default value for a function argument. It's nice for when a function has arguments that are optional. You also the function definer can specify. I don't know what I'm reading. You also the function definer, okay, can specify a specific default value in case the caller doesn't provide one. This stuff is getting complicated. Okay, complete the get punched and get slash functions. They should both take two integers as arguments, health and argument. I mean armor. Set armor to default. Okay, let's whoa. Slow it down. Yeah, I'm trying to have me do too many things. So complete get punched. It should have, so we could say health or armor equals 0. Okay, and then we got to do that for both. So boom. They should take two integers as arguments. Set armor to a default value of 0. All right, get punched. Create a damage variable. Damage is equal to 50 equal to 50 minus armor. So throw that in. The armor reduces the damage. So create new health. I'll probably throw this one up here for this scenario. And then new health. Variable is equal to the input health. Okay, so equal to health. Okay. Minus damage. Minus damage, and we apply the damage, and then just return new health. That wasn't even that hard. I mean, I'm not out the weeds yet, but that wasn't really. Oh man, I could be wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me try to and then we return new health. Okay, dang it. What? What is going on down there? I don't even want to look at it. That's all the title stuff. Okay, I'm gonna try my way first, Matt, and then if it look retarded, then I'm gonna have to get your help. So all right, so we did that. So get slash, and then let's see, create a damage variable. Um, equal to 100 minus armor, and then this is still up here. We already know it's at a default at 0, so it starts off right here at 0, and then create new health. So we already did that. I don't think I can create 2 new healths. Then we did, yeah, we already did that. Create new health variable. Why is it acting brand new? Oh, because that's inside of that function. Um, variable equal to the input equal to health minus damage, and then return new health. Okay. Oh, okay. So let me look at you. Okay. So get punched. Let me check out get punched real quick. The defaults get added in the, oh, so I don't have to do this. So health. So should I put health equals 100? Is that what you're saying? And then let me go back up there. Oh, in here. Is that's what you asking me or telling me to do. So put it in here. See that'll let you know I don't understand. And then I can go back and do all that other stuff they told me to do. Let me see if it even runs. Okay, hold on. I can go back and do all that other stuff they told me to do. So health. Uh, create a damage. Oh, so I can delete this because we already know what that is. And then variable equal to 50 minus the armor. Oh, but this actually makes way more sense. This makes more sense. Okay, so let me see what's going on. Line 5. What about line 5? There ain't even nothing in line 5. Okay, so something's happening at line 5. And then 36. That ain't even us. So I need to get this right. Hmm. Let me see what their example says. Has nothing to do with anything. Oh, that's a thing I can do. So let's see. Let's print real quick. And let's print damage and see what happens. See if we can get something to show up. Oh, there's an error, so. Oh, what? Half of it is running. So let's see. When we do that, running test for health 400 and armored 5. Health is 400, armored is 5. Punch is 355. Oh, I got to do that over here too. Man, well, I don't even know why. I should already know that. Okay, but inside of this one, create a damage variable equal to I believe I need to do this. Yeah. I do. At least for this. I'm not sure if I need to do anything for this one, but we'll see in a second. Now it's running. Yes. Yes. Okay. Health is 400, armored's 5. After punch, health after punch 355. Health is 400, armored is 5. After slash, health is 305. Oh, this looks good. That looks good. Ooh, had me sweating a little bit. Yes. Which role is highest in boot dev hierarchy? On making it to the end of the function chapter. Yeah, please definitely give us some congrats. That was oof. It's too late to be thinking like that. Okay. Um, let's see. You, I don't think I'm gonna finish this. That's definitely. But I'll at least continue with this and call it a night. I've probably been streaming for 3 hours and don't even know it. So congratulations on making it to the end of the chapter. It is one of the hardest chapters in the Python course. Though dictionaries are no walk in the park, I can't wait to get to dictionaries because that's how we can start making some really like amazing tools, do dictionaries and lists and all that. You've probably already figured out chests contain gems and items. Gems can buy items in the shop. Items can help you earn, and XP levels you up. Okay, so why should you care about this? My guess is that you've earned enough XP to become apprentice by now. You can see your role at the top right. Yes. Um, when you hit level 100, you'll unlock the final um, Archmage. It's kind of a big deal. When you hit Archmage, you'll be you'll have learned a ton, built many real world projects, and should be starting your job search. You'll have unlocked all the private roles. You'll have immeasurable bragging rights and hoard of fake internet points. You'll get a physical Archmage coin in the mail. What? Y'all gonna send me something in the mail? In the mail as a token of your hard work. Y'all should also create a certificate and a badge. All that stuff looks good on LinkedIn. So, which is the highest role? I don't know how to check that. I know the highest role is Archmage. Yeah, they just said that. Give me do one more? How are you feeling, Matt? Because you seem to be the last one chatting. You 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 want to go for one more or nah? I think everybody else is probably passed out. Oh, Kenny's here. What's up, Kenny? Oh, what? Okay, y'all still here. So, okay, everybody, how do y'all feel? So it looks like we might have to do this and these two. Y'all want to go for it, or y'all want to call it a night? All right, I'm at least do this one then. An enemy's weapon. This is an optional challenge. An enemy's weapon can be cursed so they don't deal as much damage. Complete the curse function. It accepts a weapon damage perimeter. Oh, so we're already done. These last two must just be options. Um, so yeah, let's try to go for it then, because scope is annoying anyway. So, complete the curse function accepts a weapon damage. So, complete the curse function. So we already know we need to do something with weapon damage. Um, Perimeters and returns two values. Um, the lesser curse. Um, Reduce the input weapon damage from a what? What? So I think I have to do division to get the percentages going, and then um, we need to throw in the perimeters. So yep, I have to do sometimes too. It looks like all this stuff is already here. Oops. Okay. So let's start off and return something. And then let's do times two. Like, where is this happening at? 5? Whenever it does that, I don't understand why it's doing that. Yeah, but why though? Do I need to put lesser curse in there? And then comma? And then greater curse? And then this one might be times 3 or divided by 3. Is that what it's looking for? All I want you to do is print at this point. Just print for me. So what am I doing for it to not even print? Okay, let's see. It wants 2 items returned, so 5, 5. We need to put a comma. It's saying right here, oh. All right, something's happening. All right. And then how picky are you, Python? That's what I want to know. I'm trying to, I think it could just be this comma. All right, so let's see. Lesser curse is not defined. Oh, we're gonna call this weapon damage. think I need to do this and then return something. I might have to return two different things, but let me try to run that real quick. I still need to return something. Oh, return curse, right? Hey, what's up, Bazooka? Weapon damage has the data already in it, huh? I bet you to someone who's really good, this is like super simple. I wonder how you get to their level. Because this ain't simple for me, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Oh, nothing much. We're almost at the end of this stream. We're trying to finish these last two. But I'm out here struggling, and Mad is trying to help me as much as possible. But I don't even understand. Weapon damage has his data, so delete that then. I don't need that. So whatever we had at first was working. Add print weapon damage so we can see it. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do it before and then we're gonna do it after. And then see what happens. Okay. So it automatically just came up with an error. Let me see right here if it changes. Base damage is 100, so it's already ready throughout this test. But I just want to cry. Okay, I'm gonna just cut it. Oh, now something else popped up. So that means whatever I'm returning is wrong, right? That's what that means? Huh. Yeah, something. So it says lesser curse is not defined. But I see it right there. So I'm confused, man. I'm Oh yeah. Bazooka, you gotta go check my Linux Basics 1. Don't check the part 2 out. Or well you can, but it's a little choppy. It was my second stream ever. But I go over everything. Linux, Vim, Tmux. And then I have a networking. So you're going for your CCNA. It's just the basics that you need to become to understand hacking, ethical hacking, pen test, and all of that. But I go over a lot, and I go over it through Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. You should go check them both out. Um, but right now we're trying to tackle Python, and just want to cry. Okay, because I know, Matt, I see you out there. You helping me. You know what? Forget it. I, I'm just gonna go back to my normal method. There's something I'm doing with lesser curse, and I don't understand what they're asking me. Do I need a space? Like what? What is it that you guys want? Don't you have to define each curse? You know what? I'm gonna try that before I run off to Chat GPT. I think I'm just gonna put lesser curse, reduce damage. Curse function, it accepts a weapon damage perimeter and returns two values. Oh, you think I you Let the lesser curse damage reduced input weapon damage from. So do I need to put lesser curse? I think I just need to copy what's in here because I did that last time. Yeah. So y'all both right. Okay. So yeah, I think I should just copy this then. Let's see it. Let's just try. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Let me see. And this time I'll turn this over here. Put equal over here. Oops. Equal space. Get rid of this and see what happens. Oh, now it's just screaming at me all together. So I'm gonna try to define them one by one. Lesser curse. Hmm. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna define them one by one. So we do without you right now because weapon damage /2, and then that way I don't have to put that right here, and then equal. Oh, I'm doing too much. That's what it is. What it is I'm doing too much. I'm just going a little bit too far ahead of myself, and I always do that. All right, but let's see. So equals weapon that, and then I think now all I gotta do is just. Oh yeah. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. Even if I have to go talk to my baby. Oh, we was. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's crazy how close we be getting, but we just don't like be having it right on the money. Let's see what. Yeah. And Captain, I was gonna work on all of the percentages, but I'm like, I can't even get nothing to print first until I get something to print. This is what we did, bro. What? Don't tell me this. What's the answer? It's telling us lesser curse equals weapon damage times 2 with the space. And then don't tell me it's just two stupid spaces. No. Okay. Oh, okay. So they want us to do. I'm just showing you guys what ChatGPT said, which makes sense for 50%. And then, like you said, Captain, I don't get the multiplication sign though. I don't get that at all. See, that's why, man. One thing I'm gonna try to pay attention to in math, I mean, in college is math. I'm not saying my math suck, but I just freak out. Hold on, Chat GPT, you wrong too. And then you return both values, which is return this. I think there's an indent. Oh, hold on, what is it saying? 5 is a string. Oh yeah, it's just an indent. I don't understand how to make the indents prettier. Oh my god, we got it. Oh. All right. Weapons base is 500. Cursing with lesser curse, the damage is 250 damage. With greater curse, the damage is 125 damage. Weapons based. Whatever. It better be right. Okay. Whoa, that one was hard. And this is our final one. Let me go back and look at your comment real quick because I know you was trying to mention, ask me something. Oh, thank you, Bazooka. Yeah, yeah. I have my friends that tell me that too. There, because before I started this YouTube, I had like I was trying to teach three friends, and we would do it through teams. And then I thought about it. I'm like, why don't I try to teach whoever wants to know and learn from whoever wants to teach? And that's another reason why this website, or I started doing this. But I be looking at my videos sometimes, and I'm like zoned in. I'm like, what am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking. That probably sounds retarded, but anyway. Enchant and attack. Um, you said I got 17. I don't know what you mean by that, but I hope that that's good, Matt. And Fantasy Quest, a weapon can be enchanted to do bonus damage. Assignment, complete the enchant and attack function. It creates a new enchantment name for weapon and calculates how much damage the enchantment weapon uh, deal will deal to the target enemy. It accepts three perimeters. Okay, so we see that. An integer. Oh, we already see what you're trying to do to us. I think we got to turn it into a string, right? Oh, no, no, we probably got to do that later. Let me just keep going. It should do the following things. Calculate and store the enchanted damage in a new variable. So we'll call that variable enchanted damage. Okay, and what is this supposed to do in here? Should be the input of damage plus 10. This time I'm not ignoring the I know, Kenny. It's funny because if any of y'all are married or whatever, have spouses or someone you're trying to talk to, it's like when you're talking to them, they're like, mm-hmm, cool. Anyway, TikTok or whatever. So it's like feels like you're just sitting there and talking to nobody, and then I have found a few people just because I talk a lot and I talk their ears out, but nobody else wants to listen to you. They're just like, oh, cool. Anyway, what about those, you know, Chiefs, KC Chiefs, or what about the Super Bowl or whatever they don't want to listen at all. Anyway, so accepts three perimeters. Let's see. It should be the following thing. We already did that. I listened to you this time, Captain. I had that plus 10. Calculate and store the new health in a new variable. Okay. So are they asking us to make a new health um, variable? Yeah. Is that what it? Calculate and store the new health in a new variable. The new health should be inputted. Oh, target health. Okay. So target health. I'm glad that. Oh, so we can call it whatever we want. Okay. So we'll call it for now new health, just to make our lives easier. We don't have time to be worried about trying to call or name things. And then in its target health minus damage. Okay. What's up, Bass? Oh, I'm not sure. It says first time chat. I don't know. what all that means because I'm not that cool. But if you are Bass, what's up? Um, okay, and then um, let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say the same. I'm laughing at Kenny's thing too. Yeah, how to take an IP address and make it binary. Ooh, you trying to do some complicated stuff over there, man. But it's definitely um, when you learn networking, you can definitely learn how to do binary. I usually learn it and then I forget it instantly. So when I take the Network Plus, I'll probably learn it again, which will take 2 seconds. And then after I take the test and I walk out the building, I don't know what they're talking about anymore. It's just to me not that important right now. But anyway, so target health minus the enchanted damage. Create a new variable called create enchanted um, weapon. And then it should be the input weapon with the string. So I'm gonna make that equal weapon. And then with the string enchanted. Man, I think that's what they want. I'm trying to figure out how to give them what they want. The target has 100 health, sword based, 50 minus enchanting and attacking. So looks like we're good so far. But I mean, we're not fully good, but because of course we got to worry about why does it always want to. I think we got to make an F string and then put this inside that string. And then we have to do this little thing again to make this an actual real thing. Oh, we got to return something. Let's see. What does it want us to? Uh-uh. We got to return enchanted weapon. All right. So let me look at you because I need some help. Missing the N in your enchantment. Oh, hold on. Enchanted. Okay, hold on. Enchanted plus weapon. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. I just wanted to print at this point. Enchanted as a string plus weapon. Oops, oops. Okay, let's get it to print first. So it's always saying something about 5. Is it indented wrong this time? What's your problem this time? Oh man, this is hard, man. it wants three variables returned. They said this is the hardest, and I hope it is, because at least the next time we do the next stream and we do more of this after, because I'm gonna try to do it the same way, hack. Try to show you a little something with Python, and then come over here and do this. That's what I'm probably gonna do tomorrow as well, but probably shorter. But anyway, we I hope functions is this is the hardest one. Is the last. I mean, this is really the hardest because, geez, 1 in the morning we doing Python functions. That's dedication. Okay, so I'm about to ask ChatGPT only because it's past my bedtime and I don't want to get a spanking. No, I live by myself. Oh, dang, 3 a.m. there? Yeah, I live by myself. I can do whatever I want. I'm just stupid. Dang. You know, the last time I've been up at 3 in the morning doing something was playing Apex. I used to play that a lot with my best friend. But then I was telling him I gotta transfer this Apex energy over to yeah, kind of. But I was gonna say, yeah, we used to play Apex in the morning till 5 and 6 in the morning, and I'm like, I gotta transfer that energy back over to cybersecurity on my days off. No, I truly live alone. I'm actually this room in the back. This is my daughter's room, and she's moving. Um, so she's moving to Florida soon. So she's like in a week or two. So I just turned it into a little YouTube, yeah, YouTube studio. But let's see what they say real quick, and then yeah, I'm all by myself. But it is what it is. It's always sad when your kids are like leaving. Um, so let's see. What do they want us to do? Okay, so we had the first line right. We definitely got to be proud of that. Oh, so this has got to be enchanted damage. And that's probably just something by me not reading it right. And then enchanted weapon, boom. Return enchanted weapon, comma, new health. Okay. Man, we was there. Yeah, I was actually thinking about moving to Florida too. I I had drove from the A1A, the bottom of Miami all the way up to Jacksonville like last year, and it was amazing. Um, but if I moved out there, it'd probably be like Tampa or Orlando. I'm still trying to make that decision. Now, I mess around and hold on, you said comment out the line five. You just want to see what's gonna happen? I think it's right though. Oh, 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 what is going on? You said comment out five. Let's print something then. Um you got it with the two var returns. At least it's printing though. um it's okay now, huh? Yeah, but they just told me, so maybe I got something wrong with the damage. Let me go read what they, cause I don't be knowing what they talking about, man. Um House tour. I don't know what you mean, but this is something called boot.dev. Oh yeah, yeah, house tour. Yeah, yeah. You talking about where? Yeah, this is. I can't touch my camera. If I touch my camera, the whole production will mess up. And it's actually something crazy about my camera too. It's a I used to do photography, and it's a like a Sony A7R II. It's a mirrorless camera. I bought it like 4 to 6 years ago. Um, but yeah, that thing is. If I touch it, this whole thing is going to crash. I remember touching it one time, and it was just like it just shut off everything. So I don't even. It just it is where it is. But what was I gonna say? Um, what is going on? What? Why? Yes, I think you're in the right place, Kenny, because um, I eat, sleep, and do this again. So during the day, I do the active. When I have time, I do the active ones, the ones that Hack the Box doesn't let you see or whatever. And then during the um, during the streams, I'll be doing the inactive ones. That way, those are the ones I can see without getting a spanking. But what is going on, man? Return the enchanted weapon and the new health in that order. Enchanted weapon and new health in that order. I returned that. And then let's start from the beginning. Damage plus 10. Make enchanted damage. And then the inputs. Okay, we did that. We calculated and stored new health in a new variable. The new health has a target minus the enchanted damage. Okay. Create a new variable called enchanted weapon. We did that. It should be the input weapon with the string. Let's switch these two. You better not be that picky, man. Oh, it is. I had it right the first time. Yeah, so we had that right. It says added at the beginning. And then return enchant. Man, I'm gonna try it again. What? I missed the N in line 2. I don't understand. Am I spelling it wrong? Is that what y'all saying? N on enchantment. Oh, that's it. Oh, let's see. Oh man. Oh, and y'all said that too. I just didn't know what y'all meant. So I gotta do that a few times. Yeah, I bet you. I bet you that's it. Let me see. Line 4. Enchanted. Enchanted. And all right. Whatever. I knew how to spell that. Line 5. Return. Enchanted. So Everything is right except for, but why is it giving me this now? So what do we got to do on 5? Is return spelled wrong? Jeez. Line 4. 4. Enchanted. Oh! Oh my god, this is. You know what? I ain't even embarrassed. It is what it is. You just don't see things. Man, I don't know what I would have did without you. I'd have been just sitting here crying in the corner. All right, so I think we're done. Hold on. What just happened? No. Yeah, that's it right there. Yes, thank you guys. So, um, yeah, that's it for today. Make sure that you guys like add the my Discord and get in there and help me out with that. I don't know how to make that yet. And then, if you want to reach out to me, do it that way or say it back in the comments after this. But besides that, I thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna try to get on sometime. It's gonna be random because I have to, like I said, meet my daughter and stuff. But besides that, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you guys soon. Yes, Kenny. Yes, I'm so glad that y'all, man. Please help me the next time because that was hopefully that's the hardest it is and it's over with. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.